Whew. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is finally November. Let's get everything set up here, get everything shared around, and we'll get started. First thing to do is pop out this chat and copy this. Select all. Copy. Alright. Let's get the chat live. Chat, scroll. Properties. Alright. Oh, we already have somebody in here. Beautiful. Alan, good morning. How are we doing today, brother? My sister was just up somewhere in your way yesterday. She picked up 20 chickens and 1 duck. So how we doing today? My legs are still down, but I do have projects that I need to get done. So we're probably gonna be working on one of those today. It's a little chilly in here. How are my slippers? I'm not even wearing them. Should probably do that. Balsam fir. Let's get this on here. Lazing about. Yeah, well, it's a lazy Sunday. It's kind of chilly out. And sky kind of looks like rain, but kind of not. It's a lazy day. It's a good day to be lazy. It's weird. I fired up my forge the other day, and the gas forge, and I had put a new coating of refractory cement on it, because the old one was starting to get a little thin and popping out and stuff. So I put a good coat on there, about a 1/4 inch thick. Real thick, real nice, smooth. I took a lot of time smoothing it out and everything, and then I let it sit for like 2 months. I fired it up the other day. It was like 2 days ago or something, and I figured 2 months should be more than enough time for it to dry out and cure. Apparently not. That thing was spitting steam and it had this beautiful smooth finish on it. I really took my time smoothing it out and getting a good finish, and got all like bubbly and warty all over the place. I was like, was not too happy at the end of it. And I do have a bit of a show and tell a little bit later if more people do pop on. We'll see how that works. Do you have any projects on your horizon? And of course I'm going to be stealing some Halloween candy, because why not? I think I'm going to be spending most of the day cleaning and organizing the basement. It has gotten much worse, to be honest. Candy, Breakfast of Champions, right? Bless me. Some housework. Gonna have to clean up the spare bedroom. Yeah. We don't have any spare bedrooms down here. But, I really need to go through all this, and I'm kind of... good morning, Ken. How are we doing today? I'm kind of thinking about, like... I don't know. I'm kind of in a purge mood. Just throw it all away. You know, it's just... Had to clean up the house yesterday, and instead of actually having all the time needed to clean up and go through things and, you know, whatever else, I just kind of stuffed everything in the basement. Now it's going to drive me nuts. And your mom is more than likely moving in. I'm sorry to hear that, I believe. I'm assuming that's not happy news, at least. And Halloween happened since last time we had our little get together. So I hope everyone had a good Halloween. And Ken, I noticed you didn't put all the Halloween vomit in your yard this year. Is everything okay? I mean, last year you decked everything out to the nines. So, let's get that moved off to the side. Get out on there. Let's minimize this. I assume since Dave has died, those earrings holder are not going to happen. Well, they will still happen. I'm still trying to get in contact with their warranty department. Otherwise, I will just be buying another laser. Plus, you know, it's not so bad because, you know, now I have parts. But I will be still working on getting the design and stuff. So as soon as Dave is, I have another laser. Oh, plus we'll have to be renaming the laser. Get a new name for the new laser. But you know, be that as it may, we can still do those. And you downgraded Halloween this year. It happens. And Alan, sister and brother screwed her over on her apartment, plus the back injury, so she's losing the apartment. Everyone just has such nice family, don't they? I don't know. Seems the older I get, the less tolerance for bullshit like that I have. That's not cool. And I will have to be getting a new laser soon anyways, because I have $137 some worth of projects, almost $140 worth of projects pending on me getting a new laser already without the earring holders. So like the laser's already almost paid for. Before I buy it, before I even bought it, so that's not too bad. And the turnaround's usually pretty quick. It's usually a day and a half, 2 days. And I have it here another day to get it set up. So I'm just waiting for some money to come in. Just wait on some money to come in so I can purchase the new laser. We have pulled out all of the Christmas stuff already. I still have to take down all my Halloween decorations. And just, push a few things around. I don't think I'm going to be putting up the Christmas stuff until the day after Thanksgiving, because I'm not a godless heathen. I am, but I respect the holidays in their order. Mostly. Because I also want to get a start. I also want to get a start on doing Halloween stuff for Dave or the next laser. In so much that I have a bunch of Christmas ornaments and stuff that I'm getting ready. I want to get cut out and stuff. And Alan, 28 days till my vacation. Where are you going? Or is it just Christmas vacation? Paula, California. Ooh! Dude, that's awesome. Ooh, Ken, look at that. Nice. Little doobly-doo there. Opens up a nice little container. How did you get the binding on that? 'Cause that looks really nice. $226 for a round trip ticket. Ooh, that's very good. Very cool. Awesome work. He really does do awesome work. Coffee's a little bitter this morning. I'm drinking Pete's coffee, and not such a fan of it. Maybe got spoiled with having like these flavored coffees and stuff. Ken painted the binder side with mica powder, poured white resin, then painted the black with acrylic. You are starting to really get you're really getting a talent for this stuff. Very cool. You're getting a real talent for this stuff. So I've been recently on this kick of having of watching this one particular channel on TikTok, and the pencil brought this up to my mind. Will It Drill? And it is the most ridiculous channel. Because they're constantly drilling with these just the most inane things, like the other day they drilled with a pencil. Last night they drilled something with an Allen key. They drilled with a Nokia. I don't know why, but that channel just gives me such intense joy because it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Probably. What's my cup say? I smile because you are my sister. I laugh because you can't do anything about it. That's cute. So I need to figure out what I can do to see. I've learned most of what I know from Steve McDonald on YouTube. I've watched a few of his things. They're pretty good. I watched a lot of Dan Brown or Steve Brown. I now need to find out. I think it's Steve Brown. No. Let's just go to my YouTube here and figure this out. Subscriptions. Because I just saw he made a bangle. Using eggshells and blue resin, and he turned it on a lathe. Peter Brown. And it's Dip It number 42. What's his channel? Shop Time. That's it. Shop Time with Peter Brown. He does a lot of stuff that I think you would find very fascinating. The one thing I do want to try that he did with the specifically with the things, the the dice towers is he did some laser cut stained glass. But what he did is he took some wood in there, laser cut it, painted it copper, and then infilled all the different pieces with different colored resin. You know, that sounds like a pretty easy-ish project, and something I could definitely get behind. But yeah, I think you would really enjoy his channel, Shop Time. He does a lot of really interesting, he's almost exclusively resin mixed projects. Not just resin projects, but that's like 90% of what he does, or 80% of what he does. He does a lot of stuff, interesting stuff. I really liked his rock salt margarita glass. He did 2 or 3 projects with rock salt. So he'd get like a block of Himalayan, pink Himalayan salt, and he would do something with them. I mean, completely wrecked his tools. Half the projects he does just destroys his stuff. But they're very good. Like, he did one thing. I forget what the end project was, but he got some bark, some really thick bark. I forget what tree it was, but it was like 2-inch thick bark. And he stabilized it, and then I think he made some sort of handle or something out of it. But really cool projects this guy does. I think you would appreciate it. Alan, you'd probably appreciate it too, to be honest. Alright, so we're halfway through the show, and I'm going to do a little show and tell real quick before I start on my project, because I should have started on this as soon as I got it, but anyways, show and tell time. Now, Earl Mann, let me see if I can pull him up. Now this guy, I looked up to this guy pretty much my whole life. He was one of 4 people who really got me into blacksmithing and bladesmithing in particular. And I looked up to this guy, my entire life, and I realized my uncle was his son-in-law. Unfortunately, right at the end of his life. So I never got to meet this guy in person, but I always looked up to him. He was in Blade magazine all the time. And so, once he heard this, he actually sent me one of his knives. Now, it does need a little bit of rehab because there are some rust spots on it. So I do need to go back through and take care of that. And it does need a new edge. But I got a Earl Mann knife. Beautiful ladder pattern Damascus. But the ladders aren't super tight. They're pretty spaced out. They're what? Every half-inch-ish. But yeah. And this is pre-Prohibition ivory handle. He was the #1 for a long time. He was the #1 eagle head carver in the world. I actually shot one of the shotguns he made. And it was I think it was a 20 gauge, but it had an ivory buttstock and these beautiful eagle heads carved up the side of it. Shot like a dream too. You'd think like with the ivory it would really hurt your shoulder, but you know, I shot that thing all day. No bruising or not even any tenderness. So, you know, the guy really knew what he was doing and how to shape things. It was very cool. So yeah, that's my Charlie Man. No. But anyways, yeah, I looked up to this guy my whole life, and you know, I'm very proud of this blade. I definitely need to take better care of it, because I mean, you can see it's not sharp at all. I don't know if I'd ever end up using this, but it is a very nice display piece, and I want to take care of it. Alan, have to start getting firewood brought up. Yeah, it's getting about that time of year. I need to start stocking up the shop for winter. I need to go get some coal. I do have a number of blacksmithing projects that I need to get done, and I do want to open up the forge for classes sometime this winter for a winter class, and then I think I also want to open it up this summer. So I need to kind of develop almost like a curriculum. Gotta run. See you next week. All right, Ken. Talk to you later, brother. Drive safe. So yeah, I definitely need to get like a curriculum together to get this whole thing, this whole kind of thing off the ground. Debating on getting a bundle of slab hardwood. I mean, I have been saving my firewood for you know, all my offcuts and stuff for firewood. I do that, you know, I've done that last year. It worked out pretty well. So between that and running the forge, I get a pretty good understanding of, you know, I get a pretty good backlog. But what I'm trying to do this year is build catches for all of my sawdust, and then there's a way to you kind of soak it for a day in water, and then you press it into like pucks or bricks or whatever, and that creates its own new fire log brick thing. So I'm thinking about capturing all my sawdust and then processing it that way. But the project I have to work on today, $150 for 5 bundles at 3,000 pounds each. Jesus. I think I might need to talk to your guy. My goodness. Let's see here. I do have some goodies. This we'll talk about in just a minute. Talk about that guy. Just got a bunch of blades here for my Sawzall. I believe these will all fit. At least I'm hoping they'll fit. So I got what? 1, 2, 3 demo blades. And the good thing is I got 2 bimetal blades, which will help me break down some stuff. would have to go to Rome, PA to get it. Now that is a drive, but it's not terrible. I don't know if I could transport, 3,000 pounds of wood. But 8, 10, and 12-foot bundles. I mean, but at those prices, how can you say no? You know? I just got myself a nice shotgun mic. So I'm gonna have to get this guy calibrated. And it takes batteries, so just one AA battery. But the big thing is I'm thinking about getting I need to know what all the stuff here is on the side. And yes, I got the fuzzy thing that goes on the front. The muff. Because I do want to do some stuff there. So there we go. Yeah, I got myself a shotgun mic. But the project for today, at least for me to start on, is this guy here. Yeah, it's a little Native American pouch. I don't know anything about it. It was brought to me, and I've been asked to basically revitalize it and modify it. So basically the revitalization was the this backside. They want this either removed or heavily beefed up. It shouldn't be too hard because it's just a couple simple stitches. And I'm thinking about removing this lacing back here and putting a nice strip of leather. It's $30 if you buy 5 or more, or $45 a bundle. It's not bad. And then my client wants me to, those pouches I make, those expandable pouches. Well, they want one of those sewn into the face of this, so they can use this as their daily carry. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that yet, but that is the goal. It does have a zipper. They're not too happy with the zipper itself. But it's just a little pouch, simple, antique, and they want it slightly redone. So that's one of the things we're going to be working on today. I also need to get more sewing thread. Let's see, $30 a bundle. Where is Rome, PA? Sent you the link to see what I'm talking about. Oh, it's up past Wyalusing, past Towanda. Okay. It's not too terrible. Oh. Slab wood bundles, all hardwood, greatest firewood, 8 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot. Each bundle weighs about 3,000 pounds. Yikes. But like, why are they selling it as firewood and not? Because that looks like good quality wood. I mean, yeah, it needs to be planed down and stuff, but that's good building material, it looks like. Maybe it's the offcuts from, yeah, that's got to be the offcuts from what you call it, from the thing, from a sawmill. But 3,000 pounds, that's a lot for me to be transporting in my car. Looks like end cuts from a sawmill. Yeah, like the first, when they're squaring the logs up. Cool though. Oh man. And since it's November, I need to go onto my Patreon tonight and give all those guys a little update from, the stuff I'm doing and everything else. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Too much for me to transport. I'm thinking also of once I get the new laser here, I'm thinking about getting a camera for it. Not only so I can, do time lapses and stuff, but so I can watch my laser if I have to go upstairs or go to the bathroom or whatever, just because the fire. Because the camera I'm looking at has I can use it as a positioning sensor, but it also has a fire sensor, and it would send an alert to my phone, which would be very nice. So, yeah, it has a focusing piece on it. Which is nice, so I can get everything, you know. Get everything all, figured out. And it has a kill switch in it, which I can, stop the laser if anything happens to, like, fire happens or it starts cutting wonky or whatever. It's only like $150, so I think that would be a good insurance piece, just in case, And it works right with the type of laser I have, and I mean, it works with a bunch of different ones, but it's mostly the software. So it sounds like it's a good idea to me. So, let's get to the project, because I've been delaying this for a while. I think first, in a new, not broken tip here. To me, it's always interesting revitalizing something and giving it a new life. Seated. Beautiful. And where is my strop? Because I have one here somewhere. There it is. So even though it's a fresh blade, always strop your blade. So I think the first thing to do would be to remove this stitching on this back piece here. almost want to remove, you know, this cheap velvet material from the back of this before I put the leather on it. And that way I can get a wider significantly wider belt. There. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll glue those pieces together. I'll sew them together. And I'll put a double stitch top and bottom to lock it together. And I think what I'll do is also put in a piece of leather in the back. And clean this up pretty good. You can see, like, on the inside there's a lot of corrosion stuff going on here. I'm not sure exactly what that's from. I'll flip this inside out, see what's going on here. I think if we just clean the zipper up and put a new zipper pull on it, though, the zipper itself would work still very nicely. You know, it's just a matter of actually some pretty light restoration. The actual bag itself, other than, you know, fixing up that belt loop. I think we can do this pretty easily. What do you think? I think we can do this. Make this belt a little bit wide, you know, this loop a little bit wider, and get everything padded down real good. Maybe put a core on the inside to take up that space. Got some thinner leather up there that I could put a core in there, and then so everything lays nice and flat and flush. And so this would just, instead of being the body, this would just be a decorative piece. There's my little snips right here somewhere. A lot of it is just a matter of getting things right. You know? we can make this work. Should do a little video on it or something. I don't often do restorations. You have no idea when something like this is going to fall into your lap again. And I have 0 concurrent viewers. Awesome. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And it would be a lot easier, I think, once I get this camera here. A5 Pro, A5 Pro Plus. So yeah, it would definitely. This would definitely be a good idea. It's 170 bucks, but you know, the sad thing is I was thinking about getting something like this. Getting something like this and getting a honeycomb just so that it would you know, I could start recording and stuff, but you know, I don't know. Yeah. It seems like everyone really enjoys it too. Be real good for my atom stack. Yeah. anyways, guys, that's pretty much the hour here. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked, you know, at this point, help me get a new laser, go over to patreon.com/Knightsmith. Even $1 a month helps. And I do love my patrons. They're really awesome people. I'm going to be going over there later tonight and putting a video up talking about some of the specifics about the project that I'm going to be working on for them. $1 a month gets you into the door on that, and anything higher, $5 tier, $10 tier, you're going to get, you know, test samples as I get to them and start making them, just to play around with and mess with and just see how things go. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much the week, pretty much the hour. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. And I'll see y'all later.